We are back in action. Welcome back to the source. Great night last night. I made a guarantee and I delivered. A lot of basketball tonight. I got 7 items on tonight's menu. Let's do it.
Welcome to the source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
First up is Wizards Warriors in Washington. The early bets are on the Wizards, but the money's all over Golden State. 91% early money on the Warriors. Money stays pinned on Golden State all morning. The line bounces around a little bit. The consensus line is like 2, 2.5, back to 2. I think we're at 2 right now. I'm taking the Wizards here, man. Yeah, Steph has been playing out of his mind. I know the Warriors are hot. Everyone's talking about it. No one's talking about how the Wizards are hot as hell too. They've won 5 in a row themselves. Russ Westbrook, he's going to step up to play against Steph. He's going to love it. Lives for that kind of shit. I'll take the Wizards +2. They're going to win the game. Forgot to mention I'm not running through all the games, so every game I post is on the menu. There's a few games I'm not including in the video. So this one's on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, next game. Next game up, we got Cavs versus Bulls in Cleveland. The line opened at Cleveland +2, so we got a little home dog action again. Early bets on the Cavs, but money's all over Chicago early. And same as the first game, the money stays pinned on the Bulls on the road favorite. Consensus line moves from Cleveland +2 to Cleveland +2.5. I love the Cavs here. Everyone is too high on the Bulls right now. They're coming off that win over the Celtics. Everyone seems to be forgetting all the huge holes they have in that lineup, especially with Zach LaVine out. I like the Cavs in this spot. I'm going to take the 2.5 points, and for the second game in a row, I'm going to fade all the money and take the home dog. Give me Cleveland +2.5. Throw it on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram, next game. Next up, it's Knicks basketball time, baby. Knicks versus Hawks. Hawks are in New York. A line open Knicks laying 2 points at home here. Early money, surprise, surprise, on the Knicks. Check out this line movement though. I have no idea what the books are doing. A little bit of Hawks money comes in a little later in the morning, and the books go crazy. The line has moved all the way to Knicks +1.5, so they have the Knicks as a home dog right now. Come on, you already know we're betting the Knicks here. 10 straight covers, 7 straight wins, and we got them as a home dog, no doubt. Give me the Knicks +1.5, lock it in, definitely on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, next game. Next game up is Rockets versus Jazz in Houston. This line open Houston getting 11 points at home here. Early money is on the Utah Jazz. Money stays on the Jazz all morning. Eventually, the consensus line moves from 11 up to 11.5. The Jazz are still without Donovan Mitchell, and hear me out. Utah is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. They are not beating teams up. I mean, Oklahoma City covered in Utah. This team has not been covering the spread. Give me Houston. Give me the home dogs. The boat is patched up. I am reboarding the Rockets rowboat, and we're sailing across the Pacific. Houston +11.5. Throw it on the menu if anything changes. Twitter, Instagram story, next game. Next game up is Mavs Pistons in Dallas. Early money's heavy on the Pistons, and the consensus line drops from 12.5 down to 12 early. Money keeps on rolling in on the Pistons, and the consensus line goes 12, 11.5, 11. We're all the way down to Dallas -10.5 now. Money's still on the Pistons. All right, so there's a chance I leave this one off the menu, so you'll have to stay tuned. And I know you're all gonna hate this pick, but I like the Mavs in a blowout. Hear me out. So everyone's fixated on the Mavericks' last 5 games, right? They've lost 4 of the last 5, haven't been playing great basketball. Those 5 games were in an 8-day span. They had a back-to-back in there. The schedule just beat the shit out of the Mavericks last week. 5 games in 8 days. They got crushed. Now they've had 2 days rest. They're at home, healthy against the Pistons. I like the Mavericks to blow them out. I'm going to lay the 10.5 points. Like I said, it might get taken off the menu, but as of now, definitely on. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, next game. Next game up, Clippers, Grizzlies in LA. Early money on Memphis, 69% of early money on the Grizzlies. The line open Clippers -5, by the way. Now, the books are definitely reacting to this Memphis money. Look at the line. I mean, money came in on the Grizzlies. The line is now all the way down to Clippers -1.5. Opened up at 5. I like Memphis to win this game, and I know the Clippers without Kawhi aren't a terrible team, but I don't think they're good enough to beat Memphis. Now, I really hope Dylan Brooks plays. He's currently listed as questionable. Also, I know Valanciunas is out for Memphis. I still think they have enough to beat the Clips here, even on the road. Give me Memphis +1.5. It's on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, next game. Next game up is Blazers versus Nuggets in Portland. This line open Portland +2.5. Blazers as a home dog here. Early money's all over Denver. I think it was like 76% of money on the Nuggets. Now, if you're wondering why the line dropped from 2.5 down to 1.5, even though the money was on Denver, that's because they reported that Damian Lillard is playing in the game. So the current line is Portland plus 1.5. And now you can see, even though it dropped to 1.5, some bets the money's coming in on Portland now because Dame's playing. I don't care that Dame's playing. Honestly, Denver has been low-key hot as hell. They're 11-2 in their last 13. No one's really talking about them, but the Nuggets have been great lately. I have no problem laying 1.5. Give me Denver minus 1.5. It's on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story. Now let's do the round robin of the night. Today's round robin of the night has 5 spots in it. We have Wizards minus 2.5, Cavs minus 2.5, Knicks minus 3, Memphis Grizzlies minus 3, and Nuggets minus 4.5. Now, those are the 5 spots. Depending on how risky of a gambler you are, if you want to play it safe, throw a 2-pick round robin down on those 5. If you want to be a little more risky, throw a 3-pick. I'll probably bet both a 2-pick and a 3-pick, but all those lines are adjusted to give you in between plus 130 and plus 140 odds. I like it, man. I like the picks tonight. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I think it'll be a good night for us. Let's make some money tonight. Let's ride off yesterday's winnings. Let's play smart. I'll talk to you on Twitter. Let's have a good night.